You've just sat down to create content and suddenly your mind's blank and you're staring for an hour in front of your Google Docs. And you know exactly what to say to your ideal client, but the moment you hit record, your throat tightens and your voice literally disappears. And your chest feels heavy and your gut kind of churns a little bit and you feel a bit icky when you raise your price. And think about the actual value of your life-changing offer. And whenever you do this, suddenly you get itchy. I just want a snack. Let me go into the fridge. Let me clean. Let me scroll. Let me reorganize. Anything except talk to your ideal clients. And so you've done the money mindset work, the money blocks, the receiving blocks. You don't feel inspired, and you tell yourself that you're not feeling it. You're not in the vibe. But deep down, you know that there is something deeper going on. You don't really have a content strategy problem. This is a nervous system problem, and your body is trying to protect you. When you talk about your work, especially on video, what happens when your brain blanks and you have that lump in your throat is that your nervous system runs on a very old protection pattern. And this is because it somehow interprets what you're doing and having more visibility as dangerous. And so when you have that threat and that stressor inside your system, that part of your brain that is involved with creating ideas and language and actually speaking and comprehension, those get shut down and dimmed all the way down. So imagine you have a dimmer, it's like all the way down. The lights are kind of off, on, just enough to function, just enough for you to see slightly, but not enough. And so you need this part of your brain to create content, right? But because that part is dimmed, that's why it's very hard for you to talk. And so you'll make conclusions that are wrong about yourself, saying that you're not creative enough. I'm not good on video. Like, my hair just needs a haircut. I just need a better outfit, or I'm not good at on camera, when really your system is just dimmed down. And when you're feeling those visceral throat responses, that's because your body is trying to protect itself and really defend itself, and kind of like having this wall that prevents visibility from happening. And I saw this constantly in the ER. The body will protect the airway under a perceived threat. So, for example, a patient has peanuts and that is perceived by their body as a threat, so their throat closes down. Business owners experience the same thing, but instead of peanut, it's visibility. It's the camera. It's more eyes on them. Just a different concept, but a very similar physiological, biological reaction. Pretty cool, but not cool if you're making money because your voice stays quiet, your messaging gets watered down so it doesn't land. You hide your true self, so you attract people who are not aligned with your work, and clients can't find you because you're dimmed down and your physiology just keeps on muting you. And so, if you don't expand your capacity, if you don't rewire this pattern, if you do not get out of freeze, your business will always hit the same ceiling. You have pretty decent amount of clients now, but you're getting bored and you want to grow. That's why you want to create more content and more video, right? And this is very common for business owners. But whenever you go up higher, freeze comes into play and says hi. And it's that same wall where, like, you've gotten clients before, so you know what to do, but you just can't do it for some reason. That's that invisible ceiling wall of freeze. And this will keep you stuck in inconsistent content, missed sales, missed opportunities, and you're wondering why it feels so hard. Meanwhile, you're so damn talented. It feels hard because you're dimmed down. But the good news is you can turn that all the way up if you just know what to do at the right time. So if this is you, if content still feels hard, even though you're smart, you're experienced, you're overflowing with value, your clients get amazing results, you're trained in the best modalities, it's not a skill in helping people problem. It's your nervous system perceiving more visibility, more clients, more money as danger, and that is a real bottleneck. Once you fix the survival pattern and the freeze goes away, your brain goes from blank to on fire, content will become effortless. Ideas will just naturally flow. Your creativity comes back, your voice gets stronger, and clients show up because you finally sound like you again, and they'll be attracted to you and what you're offering. So, if you're done leaking time, money, and opportunities because your system shuts you down, check out the link below in the comments. I'll show you how to rewire this pattern so that you can create content that's creative, passionate, and actually explains the value very well of what your life-changing service is and converts it to your ideal clients without your biology fighting you every time you hit record or post.